students. Hope you all are fine. How is your studies? Then today we are going to learn our new lesson, new chapter, chapter 3, fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. Have you heard fabric? Have you heard the word fabric? Have you heard the word fabric? Yes, we hear that, we see that, the word fabric. If we go to towns or shop for shoppings, etc., we can see that Radha's fabric, then Dada's RK fabrics, something like that. But what was that? The fabric means cloth material, dress materials. Fabric means dress materials. Then all dress materials are the same kind of cloth? No. Each one is different from one another. Okay. Then two friends like you, two friends get prize money for their science quiz competition. Science quiz competition. They decided to buy some clothes for their parents. They decided to buy some clothes for their parents. Then they went to a shop. They went to a textile shop. Then the shopkeeper present in that shop says about the dress materials present in that shop. He says that some clothes are in cotton, wool, then cotton, wool, nylon, polyester, etc. like that. The students did not know what he said. Then at last they buy a muffler for their parents. Then they decided to find the things of fabrics around them. Then they find out that the blankets, bed sheets, curtain, dusters, their school bags, etc. are made up of fabrics. Then each bag is made up of different kind of fabrics. Then what is fabric? From this we can say that what is fabric? Fabrics are dress materials or cloths are fabrics. How is fabric made up of? The fabrics are made up of loose threads or yarns. Loose thread or yarn. Loose thread or yarn. Loose thread or yarn. Then what is yarn? Yarn means loose thread. We can see that in our dress materials there are lots of loose threads are seen. That loose thread is called yarn. Then this yarn is again split into thin strands. This strands is again the yarn is again split into thin strands. The loose thread yarn split into thin strands. Then again these thin strands again split into the thin strands are made up of still thinner strands. Again these thin strands are made up of thinner strands. These thin strands are made up of thinner strands. Thinner strands. These thinner strands are called. From these thinner strands we can say that it is fiber. All cloth materials are made up of long, narrow, thin structures. Long, narrow, thin structures are called fibers. From this thin structure we can say that it is fiber. All cloth materials are made up of long, narrow, thin structures are called fibers. Once again, fabrics are cloth materials. These cloth materials are made up of loose threads or yarns. If the yarn if we split the yarn into thin strands strands. These thin strands are again made up of thinner strands. Again made up of thinner strands. These are called fibers. Fibers, filament-like structures. Filament-like structures. Narrow filament-like structures are called fibers. All cloth materials are made up of thin, narrow structures. Thin, narrow, long structures are called fibers. The filament-like structures. Filament-like structures. Once again, fabric is loose, made up of loose thread or yarn. Then the yarn is again made up of thin strands. Then the thin strands are again made up of thinner strands. These thinner strands, filament like structure or long or narrow like thin structures are called fibers. Narrow like thin structures are called fibers. Then these fibers are classified into two types. These fibers are classified into two types. Fibers are classified into two types. First one is natural fiber. Fibers are classified into two types. Natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Natural fiber and synthetic fiber. What are natural fibers? Natural fibers are the fibers which are made up of, which we get it from plants and animals. These fibers are get from plants and animals. For example, for natural fibers, wool, cotton, jute, etc. are example for natural fibers. These are get from plants and animals. These are get from plants and animals. These are obtained from plants and animals. What are natural fibers? Natural fibers? The fibers of some fabrics such as wool, cotton, jute, etc. are obtained from plants and animals. These type of fibers are called natural fibers. Some fibers like wool, cotton, jute, etc. are obtained from plants and animals. These type of fibers are called natural fiber. Then what are synthetic fibers? Some fabrics are made up of some chemical substances. Fabrics are made up of chemical substances that are not obtained from plants and animals. Such fibers are called synthetic fibers. Example, polyester, nylon, acrylic, rayon, etc. are example for synthetic fiber. They are example for synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers are some fabrics made up of chemical substances that are not obtained from plants and animals. Such fibers are called synthetic fibers. Nylon is the first synthetic fiber. Nylon is the first synthetic fiber. Then nylon is the first synthetic fiber. Acrylic means artificial wool-like materials. It is not a wool. It is artificially made. Then such materials are called acrylic. The artificially made blankets, then sweaters, etc. are examples for acrylic. It is not a hair of goat or sheep. It is made up of synthetic. Then that is acrylic. Once again, fibers. What are Filament like narrow structures, long filament like narrow structures are called fibers. Then these fibers are of two types: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Natural fibers are some fabrics of wool, cotton, jute, etc. are obtained from plants and animals. Such fibers are called natural fiber. Then some fabrics are obtained from chemical substances. These are not obtained from plants and animals. Such fibers are called synthetic fibers. Example: polyester, nylon, acrylic, rayon, etc. are example for synthetic fiber. Then wool, cotton, jute are example for natural fibers. Then wool and cotton and jute. Then cotton and jute. These two are natural fibers. These natural fibers are get from plant fibers. These natural fibers are get from plants. So we can call it as plant fibers. Plant fibers. Cotton and jute are obtained from plants, so we can call it as plant fibers. Then wool and silk. And another example is silk. Silk is an example for natural fiber. So silk is obtained from cocoon of silkworm. Cocoon of silkworm. Silk is obtained from cocoon of silkworm. Wool is obtained from hairs of goat or sheep. Once again, natural fibers. We get natural fibers from plants and animals. From plant source and animal source. Okay. Then from plant source we get cotton and jute. Natural fibers like cotton and jute are get from plant. So it called it as plant fibers. Then silk and wool get from animals. So we can call it as animal fibers. So silk is get from cocoon of silkworm, and wool is get from the hair of goat. Wool is get from the hair of goat or sheep. Next one. Now we know that we learn natural fibers. What are natural fibers? Some fabrics like wool, cotton, silk. Some fabrics like wool, cotton, silk, etc. are obtained from plants and animals. Such fibers are called natural fibers. Silk, cotton, wool, jute, etc. are example for natural fibers. Here, cotton is a natural fiber. Okay, cotton is the most important industrial crop. Cotton is the most important industrial crop. Then India was the proud inventor of the cotton clothing. India was the proud inventor of cotton clothing. Then cotton has been used in India. Cotton has been used in India since 1800 BC. Cotton has been used in India since 1800 BC. Once again, we know that cotton is a natural fiber. Cotton is obtained from plant source. So, cotton is the most important industrial crop in India. Cotton is the most important industrial crop in India. Then, in India was the proud inventor for cotton clothing. Then, cotton has been used since 1800 BC. Cotton has been used since 1800 BC. Cotton plants are. Can you name some states of our country, where cotton is grown? Can you name the states of our country? States of our country where cotton is cultivated. Do you know the names of states? Yes. No. Yes. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Punjab, then Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. These are the states where cotton is grown. Some names of states are present. For some names of states where cotton is cultivated. Gujarat, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. These are the states where cotton is cultivated. Then, do you know what climate is required for the cultivation of cotton? Do you know what climate is required for the cultivation of cotton? For the cultivation of cotton, warm climate is good for the cultivation of cotton. Warm climate is good for the cultivation of cotton. Warm climate is need for the cultivation of cotton. Then in the early spring, the cotton is cultivated in the field. In the early spring, cotton is planted in the field, crop field. The cotton is planted in the field in the early spring. Then, do you know which soil is suitable for the cultivation of cotton? Black soil is excellent for the cultivation of cotton. Black soil is excellent for the cultivation of cotton. Cotton's cultivation. Once again, we learned about natural fiber. Cotton is an example for natural fiber. Cotton is the most important industrial crop in India. Cotton is the most important industrial crop in India. India has the proud inventor of cotton clothing. India is the proud inventor of cotton clothing. Then cotton has been used in India since 1800 BC. Do you know which climate is needed for the cultivation of cotton? Warm climate is needed for the cultivation of cotton. Warm climate is needed for the cultivation of cotton. Then, so it is planted early in spring. Then, which type of soil is required for the cultivation of cotton? Black soil is excellent for the cultivation of cotton in the field. Black soil is excellent for the cultivation of cotton in the field. Then, what do you mean by cotton balls? 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 Fruits of cotton plants are spherical shaped structures of size of a lemon. These are called cotton balls. Cotton balls are fruits of cotton. Fruits of cotton plants are spherical shaped structures. Structure of size of a lemon. These are called cotton balls. Which are called cotton balls. Once again, what are cotton balls? Fruits of cotton plants. Fruits of cotton plants. Are spherical shaped structure. Plants are spherical structures. Spherical shaped structures. Structure of the size of a lemon. Size of a lemon are called, which are called size of a lemon which are called cotton balls. Which are called cotton balls. Once again, what are cotton balls? Fruits of cotton plants. Fruits of cotton balls are spherical shaped structures. Spherical shaped structures of the size of a lemon or size of a walnut. Size of a walnut, which are called cotton balls. Which are called cotton balls. Then, on maturation, the cotton balls burst open, exposing the white fibers. Once again, on maturation, the cotton balls burst out or burst or open and exposing the white fibers. Then, when the fibers are dry in the sunlight, they become fluffy. When the fibers are dry in the sunlight, they become fluffy. Once again, what are cotton balls? Fruits of cotton plants are spherical shaped structure of the size of a lemon or a walnut. These are called cotton balls. On maturation, the cotton balls become burst or open and exposing the white fibers. When the fiber dry in the sunlight, they become fluffy. Okay, that fluffy portions we collected. As cotton. Then what is gimni? Next topic is what is gimni? The process in which seed from cotton are pulled out by steel comb is called gimni. The process in which seeds from cotton are pulled out by steel comb are called gimni. Steel comb are called gimni. What is gimni? The process in which seeds from cotton are pulled out by steel comb are called gimni. What is gimni? Gimni means the process in which seeds from cotton are pulled out by steel comb. Is called gimni. Then, uses of cotton. Do you know the uses of cotton? We use cotton in hospitals as an absorbent. We use cottons in hospitals as an absorbent, and also cottons are used for filling the mattresses, pillows, etc. And also used for manufacturing textiles like our clothes, cotton clothes, dupatta, churidar, etc. Our dress materials are are manufactured with the cotton. Okay, then what are the uses of cotton? What are the uses of cotton? For the cottons are used for the manufacturing of manufacturing textiles. Is used for the manufacturing textiles. Then it is used as an absorbent in hospitals. It is used as an absorbent in hospitals and also used for filling the mattresses, pillows, and quilts, etc. Then once again. Today we learn what are things we learn today. We learn our new lesson, fiber to fabric. We learn our new lesson, fiber to fabric. In this lesson, we learn what are fiber, then about fabric. What is fabric? Fabric, the dress materials or cloth materials we use are fabrics. These cloth fabrics are made of thin yarns or loose threads. These fabrics are made up of loose threads or yarns. Then these loose threads are again made up of thin strands. These yarns are made up of thin strands. These thin strands are again made up of thinner strands. Like a filament like a structure. Small, thin, narrow like a narrow filament like structures. These filament like structures are called structures of loose threads or yarn are called fibers. Once again, fabrics are made up of different materials. Then these fabrics are made of yarns or loose threads or yarns. These yarns are made up of thin strands. These thin strands are again made up of thinner strands. These thinner strands of thin, all cloth materials are made up of thin, long and narrow filament like structures are called fibers. Then fibers are of two types. What are they? Natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Natural fibers means the fibers obtained from plants and animals. Such fibers are called natural fibers, etc. Silk, cotton, wool, etc. are example for natural fiber. Then next fiber is synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers are obtained from chemical substances. So it is not obtained from plants and animals. It is made up of chemical substances. Synthetic fibers are made up of chemical substances, etc. Synthetic fibers. Polyester, nylon, then acrylic, rayon, etc. are example for synthetic fibers. Nylon is the etc. are example for synthetic fibers. Then next we learn about natural fiber, cotton. We know that cotton is the most important industrial crop in India. India is the proud inventor of cotton clothing. Then cotton has been used in India since 1800 BC. It has been used in India since 1800 BC. Gujarat, Punjab, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, etc. These states where cottons cultivated. Then the suitable climate for the cultivation of cotton is warm climate. Warm climate is needed for the cultivation of cotton plants. So in the early period, in the early stage of spring, cotton is planted. Then what are cotton balls? Cotton balls means the fruits of cotton plants. The fruits of cotton plants are spherical shaped structures. Structure of the size of a lemon. Structure of the size of a lemon are called cotton balls. On the maturation of cotton balls, on the maturation of the cotton balls burst or open and exposing the white structure and exposing the white structure, that white fiber exposing. Then when the fiber dry in the sunlight, they become fluffy. They become fluffy. That are we used it as cotton. Then cotton is used. Cotton. What is ginning? Then we learn about ginning. Ginning means the process in which. What is ginning? The process in which seeds from cotton are pulled out. Seeds from cotton are pulled out by comb are called ginning. The process in which seeds from cotton are pulled out by steel comb are called ginning. Next we learn about what we learn, the uses of cotton. We use cotton for the manufacture of textiles. Manufacture of textiles means we use cotton like for shirts, churidars, then all materials, some kind of materials are made up of cottons. Most of Indian peoples like to wear cotton clothes. Cotton clothes because it is very suitable for it's very suitable for wearing, etc. Then also we know that we all go in hospitals for attack diseases, for fever, etc. like that. So at that time, or if any wound, we go to hospital. Then first the nurse, what do? The nurse use some cotton for absorbing the blood or for applying medicine on the wound. So cotton is used as an absorbent for in hospitals, and also it used it's textiles, materials for textiles. That's all we learned today. So children, all are study well, then read the text more than 2 times. Then thank you.